Anger is often dismissed as a fleeting emotion, a natural response to frustration or injustice. But in reality, anger is inseparable from hate and evil. It is the very seed from which all destruction grows. It fuels resentment, violence, and suffering, corrupting those who embrace it. At its core, anger is not just an emotion, but a manifestation of something far darker, a force passed down through generations, infecting us like a curse, a spiritual possession that binds us to the sins of the past. From the moment we are born, we inherit more than just physical traits from our mothers. We absorb their emotions, their fears, and most importantly, their anger. A mother's rage, whether silent or explosive, imprints itself onto her child, seeping into the subconscious like a shadow. This anger does not die. It is carried forward, warping our thoughts and behaviors, driving us to repeat the same cycles of pain and destruction. Some call it trauma, others call it generational curses. But in truth, it is something even deeper, a spiritual force, an evil presence that latches onto us before we even have the ability to resist. When we act out in anger, we are not in control, something else is. It whispers in our ears, distorting reality, convincing us that our rage is justified, that our hatred is righteous. It feeds our egos, fuels our pride, and blinds us to the fact that we are merely vessels for something sinister. This is why anger always leads to regret. It is why people say things they don't mean, do things they wish they could take back, and destroy the very things they claim to love. Anger is not strength, it is weakness. It is the mark of possession, the evidence that we are being controlled by something that does not have our best interests at heart. Society normalizes anger, telling us it is healthy to let it out, to express our emotions freely. But this is a lie. Indulging in anger only strengthens its grip, allowing it to shape our identities and define our interactions with the world. The more we give in, the more we become slaves to it, passing it down just as it was passed to us. This is why generational cycles of violence, abuse, and dysfunction never seem to end, because anger is an infection, and without conscious effort, it spreads. The only way to break free is to recognize anger for what it truly is, a spirit of destruction, a force of evil that has no place in our hearts. It must be rejected completely, not managed or controlled, but cast out. This requires humility, self-awareness, and a willingness to confront the truth about ourselves. Most people will never do this. They will cling to their anger, believing it gives them power, never realizing that it is the very thing keeping them enslaved. In the end, anger is not just an emotion. It is a weapon used by darkness to keep us in bondage. It is hate, it is evil, and it is a force that has ruled humanity for far too long. Only those who recognize it, reject it, and choose to break the cycle will ever know true peace. The question is, will you? Or will you continue to be possessed?